In this video, I'm going to talk about how to show up as your authentic self and why we struggle to do that. So first, let me give you a little context or tell you a little story. So I used to be an actor back in the day, living in LA, a struggling actor, and one thing that you'd always see is you go to a casting call, right? You'd be given a script. Everybody would basically go in there. You get your lines. You say them from the casting director. They thank you, and then you move on out. So what happens a lot of times is everything is very cookie cutter, right? So the script will say Johnny walks in. He picks up a coffee mug, takes a sip of it, and says, "Wow, that was a great cup of coffee," right? And so everybody will look the same. They'll be 6'1", blonde hair, blue eyes, blah blah blah. They all come in. They'll pick up the coffee and they'll look to the camera, right to the camera, say the line, and think they've nailed it, right? They'll indicate, and they'll tell you that this is why they love the coffee. They're showing you, right? They're showing you. But you as the audience, you don't believe them because one, the actor, he doesn't even believe it himself. He's telling you how to feel instead of taking you on an experience and letting you know how he really feels. And from there, you're either drawn in or you're not drawn in. So there will be that one actor, right? He enters the room. He picks up the coffee. He holds it. He takes a beat. Feels the warmth from the cup. Remembers the last cup of coffee he had with his father. Looks to the camera. Man, that's a great cup of coffee. Exits stage left. That's who you believe. That's who you want to cast. Now, the problem is vulnerability and authenticity. The 9 out of 10 people that just came in and showed you this is how you should feel about the cup of coffee. It's a great cup of coffee, right? But you don't believe it. But the person that drops into the character, takes you from their experience, that's who you resonate with. The 1 out of 10. Now, same thing with your content. When you're making content, you're showing people how they should feel, right? And the reason why you're doing this is because it's a way to protect yourself. Because if 9 out of 10 of those actors do the same thing and 9 out of 10 people get rejected, well, they're playing it safe, right? 90% of people that get cast, hey, don't feel bad. But if you're that 1 out of 10 and you show people how much you love the coffee and you're showing people your true self and then you get rejected, that hurts. It really, really hurts. So when you're creating content and you feel like you have to put on this facade to placate the algorithms or placate who you think you should be, you're playing it safe. You're not letting people in to see who you really, really are. Because if people see who you really are and then you get rejected, well, that hurts. But when you do let people into see your content, see who you are behind the scenes, behind the veneers, whatever you want to call it, behind the curtain, that's where people really resonate and connect to you and your content, and you're able to stand out and have a bigger impact, and your content will go further. That is my lesson. Or I don't even know if this is a lesson or even if this is a great video. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy. Have a great day. Matthew. Bye-bye.